Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I wanted to do a video response to a video LucasAstar did a little while back. I think it was Monday or something like that. Called SNL is Stale because Sunday night SNL Saturday Night Live had a giant 40th anniversary special that was watched apparently by 23 or 26 million people. Very successful, and they rebroadcast it Friday night. Sunday night I didn't see it because I watched the red carpet thing from 7 to 8 o'clock, and then 8 o'clock. There's a ton of stuff on now Sunday nights. Walking Dead's on, and but however I watch Walking Dead on demand because there's other stuff that doesn't come on demand that much, and it's tougher to watch. I watch Simpsons, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which hasn't been very good lately. When it first started out, it was all right. I stuck with it. I still watch it. It's just not as good anymore. Uh, I'd probably I'd probably give up on it, but I don't really feel like giving up on it just yet. And then usually there's Family Guy and Bob's Burgers, but I watch Bar Rescue instead. I watch Family Guy and Bob's Burgers on demand. And then at 10 o'clock they have some Christina Milian or whoever the hell that is on E. I don't watch that. At 10:30 I watch Total Divas, the rebroadcast. It's nice because a lot of times I couldn't do it because I have to go to work in the morning. I have to get up early. And it'd be on from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. I don't want to stay up that late, especially starting on Monday night. But this way it starts at 10:30. That Million or whoever that is only on for a half hour, so it's like 10:30, 11:30. Well, anyways, the Saturday Night Live thing was on, and it was on from 7 o'clock to 8 for the red carpet, which I saw. And then from 8 till 11:30, 3.5 hours long. It's a big celebration, a lot of big stars. And I wanted to see it on demand. I really haven't been watching SNL that much. I watch it less and less, especially last 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I mean, the last full episodes I saw of it were the Betty White one, which was awesome when they asked her to be on Facebook. That was fantastic. That was a really good one. And then the very last one I watched a very full episode of was the one when my dad was in Abington Crest. They had Louis C.K. on there, and he had a show. He had a show on FX called Louis, and they were doing a version of that when he was Abraham Lincoln. Well, anyways, Lucas Star was on there talking about SNL Stale, and they're just rehashing all these old characters that you remember. It's just not the same anymore. It's not as good anymore, and I agree. I mean, because Saturday Night Live, when it came out, was one of the most influential shows back in 1975. It was red hot. And it was cool as a kid growing up. I had problems with my parents, primarily my mom, let me stay up and watch these shows. And second grade, I remember I got to stay up when my mother said 2 o'clock. I was in second grade, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. No, it was the summer vacation of after second grade. Summer vacation downstairs. My mother was always mean to me and my sister. King Kong Escapes came on. I mean, a commercial for it, and they used to have late night movies on. It was like at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. I can't remember. I think it was on 2 o'clock, and they had King Kong Escape. It looked so cool. And I was down there. I had to go downstairs with my mother, and she was watching soap operas. I was reading or trying to keep myself interested, born out of my mind. I was like, Mom, if I'm really, really good, can I please watch that? She's like, no, you can't watch that. I'll make sure your father doesn't let you watch it too. Really cruel. And thankfully that night, yeah, hey, but I had to edit some stuff out. Well, anyways, Saturday Night Live was the hottest ticket when it came on 75. I remember staying up. It was tough staying up because my parents didn't let me stay up like they should have on Saturday night, And then later on, like I said, they had Jim Henson's Muppets on there. That was really cool when they had them on there, and they had Mr. Bill on there. I love Mr. Bill. I was always asking questions. I hope they show Mr. Bill on there, and they kind of showed on the 40th anniversary. They mentioned Mr. Bill. And then they had some clip, a tie-in from you'd have to look for it, Mr. Bill 40th, and it was some Screen Actors Guild. So he did some of Screen Actors Guild talking about the 40th anniversary, but I don't think he was in the show, unfortunately. And I remember staying up watching the show, and when I was allowed to, and it was great. And then they had like spin-offs. Saturday Night Live, on Friday nights, ABC had Fridays, and then NBC got SCTV, one of my favorite shows, Second City TV, Canadian comedy with John Candy, Joe Flaherty, and Eugene Levy and Andrew Martin, and it was fantastic. I love that show. And then Martin Short came in there, and they also had they had some other people that were brilliant on there. I know all the cast members. I'm just drawing a blank right now, but it was fantastic, and that was a great show. And then they had someone. It was on for a couple seasons, and the thing is, I don't think NBC could afford to have both shows on, because Saturday Night Live was pretty much in studio. It was like $150,000 for a budget for like one show. At least back then it was. Whereas SCTV could be up to $250,000 to $300,000. It got really expensive because they had really like bigger production numbers and stuff like that. Well, not like dancing, but they had bigger productions on there. SCTV was just like in a studio with sets and stuff for the most part. And they did sometimes outdoor stuff too, but it was usually done more cost effectively. And SCTV wasn't, and then NBC got rid of it. And I found that SCTV went to Cinemax. Cinemax and stuff, so I didn't know about that. Well, anyways, I'm getting off topic again. I watched Saturday Night Live for a long time. I watched Saturday Night Live a lot in the Army. And they had a controversial Andrew Dice Clay one, which was really good. I wish it would have been cool if Andrew Dice Clay would have been on there doing something, but oh well. And basically, what Amy Poehler kind of hit the nail on the head when she was talking about Saturday Night Live during the thing. They said Saturday Night Live pretty much starts out great and then kind of loses its way in the middle. Because after a certain part, and I like seeing them do the old sketches. I was watching, I enjoyed it. The Celebrity Jeopardy was awesome. And they got to the Californians. Oh, that sucks so bad. That's why I don't like Saturday Night Live, because they have these stupid bullshit things that last forever. And not funny, just like annoying and clawing. That's why I don't watch Saturday Night Live anymore. Oh, and they also had Mad TV on Fox for a long time, which was really good for the most part. And, and then after that, it's like, I don't know if I want to stick with this anymore. The only thing good at the end of the Californians was Betty White came out. And Betty White was pretty awesome. And Betty White can do no wrong. I like Betty White. And I read a book about her, too, a while back. It was really entertaining. And she pretty much pioneered, when they were testing out television, she was pretty much one of the first persons on there. She really is the queen of TV. And like I said, I'm getting off topic, but it got to a certain point where as soon as they had Martin Short and then they had Maya Rudolph, and she was trying to do Beyonce and stuff like that, they started doing another song and dance, and I was like, oh God, I can't take this no more. So I turned to something else. But I agree with you, LucasAStar. Saturday Night Live is stale. It'll probably go on for a long time because it's cost effective, and people expect. They say Saturday Night Live is the hottest ticket in town, but a lot of those sketches and stuff I don't think are funny anymore. Or funny now. The newer stuff is not that funny. They're still really good at doing like commercial parodies. They're really good at that. But some of this other stuff's just ugh. Anyways, I agree with you. I'd probably give this Saturday Night Live special maybe a very mild 6 out of 10, because I just gave up on it. I just couldn't take it no more, because if they would let me I watch on demand, some things that they disable the fast forward, so you can't fast forward it if a section sucks. That's the big problem. So I couldn't take it no more. So if I could just fast forward it somewhat and then just scan like different things, that would have been a lot better, but it wouldn't let me do that, so I just gave up on it. I give this a very mild 6 out of 10 for the show. But I agree with you. Saturday Night Live's going stale. I remember growing up with Saturday Night Live when it first started. I remember I watched it off and on. Whenever I was allowed to stay up, I always wanted to stay up, unless I didn't feel good, to watch a show. But I agree with you, LucasAstar is gone stale. So, till next time, this has been my video response that went all over the place. So it's like a video response and review of the Saturday Night Live and talking about SCTV. SCTV gets a 10 out of 10. Fridays was really good. Fridays probably gets maybe an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. And then Mad TV was good, and then it started to suck. But when Mad TV first started out, it was pretty red hot. So Mad TV gets a 9 out of 10. Then it kind of slid down to like maybe a 7 to 6 out of 10. But it was good for a while. So there you have it, LucasAstar. Thank you very much for doing SNL Stale. I agree with you. I mean, they're still good, the commercial parodies. They should do like a thing like, since that was popular, they should do like a couple-part series showing every commercial bit they did from the beginning all the way till now. And then that could be like a thing, that's edited together for maybe an hour-long special once a week. Say Saturday Night Live ads, part 1. And then, can you see how that does? Since this did so good in the ratings, try that out too. Now, that would be really good. Oh, well. So, until next time, bye, please. Take care, my Legion. I just got to edit this again. I said some stuff I want to edit out. All right, bye, everybody.